Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. So, as my friends at yarnspirations.com, this is the Crisscross Chevron Baby Blanket by Jeanne. It's actually done many years ago, and it's an easy repeat pattern. On the pattern, you have the color breakdowns, color A for 1 to 5, 6 to 8 is color B. I'm going to leave that for you, but I'm going to get yourself started on this because the stitch work to repeat is actually really quite easy. So what you see in the pattern itself with the colors, it's just a matter of changing the colors. If you'd like to change the size of this particular blanket, it's in multiples of 24 plus 3, so you just go 24, 24, 24. When you're happy with the width, then you just add 3. But keep in mind, as soon as you do the waves and stuff, you actually need a lot of chains in order to make that, because the wave, when you have a line that goes straight like this versus a wave, the wave actually absorbs more of that chain in order to follow it. So just keep that in mind, and we're going to begin, and I'll show you what the multiples are, and you can do this. So it's chaining 47 or 147, just in case you need that. The pattern is suggesting Caron 1 pound and Caron Jumbo yarn. I'm just using Caron Big Cakes in order to do this with a 5.5mm size I crochet hook, which is the same for the Caron 1 pound. Let's create our slip knot, and you can chain 147 if you wish, or you can be like me and do the multiples of 24, 24, 24. When you're happy with it, just add 3, so you can do that. So please chain whatever that you decided, and I'll be right back in just a moment. So I'm just going to do the multiples. So I have 2 multiples of 24, so I did 1 to 24, 1 to 24. Once I'm happy with the amount of chains that I want, I'm just gonna add 3 more for the balance. So you can see that when it's straight, it's a lot longer, but as soon as you get the up and down motion, the chain becomes a lot smaller. So consider that, and let's move on to row number 1. So let's go across the first row, and we're gonna put 2 double crochets in the 4th chain from the hook. So count it back. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn it over, get the back hump of the chain. It will look nicer, and put 2 double crochets in there. If you're asking about the hook, because people keep doing that, I just bought it on Amazon. It's a no name. Okay, what we have here is double crochet in the next 8 chains. So let's double crochet the next 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're going in the down motion. I can already tell that just by the way it's done. So now we're going to be at the bottom of the valley. So over the next 3 stitches, we're going to do it twice. We're going to put 3 together, double crochet. So 1, 2, 3 are going to come together. So yarn over and go into the next chain, pull through 2 and hold. Do the next chain the same way. So yarn over, in, pull through 2 and hold, and one more time. Okay, so you'll see 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4. That was a 3 together double crochet. So over the next 3, we have to do exactly the same thing. So this is 1/2 of the valley. So over the next 3, we're going to do a 3 together double crochet. And then once you see your 4 loops, pull through all 4. So if we had 8 that went down into the valley, we have to have 8 that goes back up to the peak. So the next 8 will be double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 goes down, 8 goes up. Just always remember that in this pattern. So we're now going to the peak. So the next 2 stitches that we have are going to be the peak. So in the very first stitch, you are going to put 3 double crochet in. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we have to do it again in the next chain. So 3 into the next one. So just remember that your peaks and your valleys are all made up of two different stitch combinations. Okay, so that was going in the down motion. So what you want to do is go 8 double crochets down, then put your 3 together, double crochet, and you'll do that set twice. Then you'll go 8 double crochets back up, and then in the next 2 stitches you'll put 3 double crochets in each, and you're going to do that all the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that for you, and I'm just going to continue along. So if you want to put me on pause to do that, you can, and I will show you how to finish off the row. So you're going to go up and down in the motion, and then eventually you'll come to the last side, you'll be going in the up motion. And so after you get your valley done, you'll put 8 double crochets in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and this should take you to the very last chain. Even if you did the multiples, it should still work out. And the last chain, there's going to be 3 double crochets in it. So you're doing half of a peak if you want to think of it like that. Okay, so 3 into the last. And so when you lay it down, you will see that the chain turned from a straight line into the beautiful chevron shape. So let's move on to row number 2. So let's pick it up and go into row number 2. So row number 2 is going to be a crisscross. So rows number 2 and 3 are the repeat for the entire project. So let's begin. You want to chain 3, which will count as your first double crochet, and in the same last double crochet there, put 2 more double crochets in. So remember that the peaks are always made up of 3 double crochets, and because this is an edge, there's only half a peak, where normally in a full peak there would be 2 sets. So now we want to start a crisscross, and we want to do a crisscross a total of 4 times. So skip the next stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, and then you want to crisscross there. So I like to crisscross on the back side. If you want to do it on the front, you can, but just yarn over and go into the one you skipped, pull through 2 and 2. So that was 1 time. So skip the next one, double crochet the next, and go into the one you skipped. This is number 2. Skip the next one, go into the next, go into the one you skipped. This is the 3rd one of the grouping of 4. And finally one last time. So skip that one, go into the next, go into the one you skipped. So there's going to be always 4 crisscrosses going down, and then over the next 3 stitches, so the last one of the 3 should be the first part of the valley. So you're going to do a 3 together double crochet. So using those 3 last stitches before you get to the very middle of the peak. Pull through, and before you start and crisscross going up, the next one, and next one, and next one is a 3 together double crochet. Okay, pull through, and then you start crisscrossing. So skip the next one, go into the one after it, double, and come into the one you skipped. So that was one group of 4. Skip the next one, go into the next one after that. So your crisscrossing that you do, this is one of my ultimate favorite stitches. It's easy to do, and the texture is really easy to maintain. So if you need 4 sets of these crisscrosses going up and down. So this is the 4th one going in, and the very next stitch, if it's right, should be the last one of the grouping of 3, which is right there. So in that one, you're going to put 3 double crochets in it to turn, because you're in the peak. The next one is part of the peak as well, so the first one has to be 3 double crochets to maintain that. And then you start doing your dipping down once again. So you'll do your 4 crisscross groups, you'll put your 3 together, 4 crisscross groups going up. And so I want you to continue to maintain that going up and down, and I will see you at the end of the row. So as you get to the end of the row, you should have 4 crisscross groups before you get back all the way to the top. So I've just did my 2 sets of the 3 together at the base. And now I skipped one, double in the next, and I'm crisscrossing my way back to the top. So even on the edges, you still need your 4 groups of these crisscrosses going in. Okay, one more set. And I know you're thinking you're running out of stitches. You're not yet. You still have one more stitch to go, which is the turning chain right there. Okay, so don't go into the space, go into the chain work and put in 3 double crochet. And so then you'll be able to maintain that stitch count. So after this row is done, you can see the crisscross has been maintained, and you'll see that it's more stable, and it's awesome. We're going to begin the 3rd row, which is the very final of the repeat. Let's begin the very final. And this is the repeat, so rows number 2 and 3 are the repeat. Rows number 3 is the same as kind of what you did in the very beginning. So you're going to start with chaining at 3 and put 2 more double crochet into the first stitch. We're not going to worry about crisscrossing now. We're just going to put 8 double crochets down in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then over the next 3 stitches, which will include this 3 together, is going to be the 3 together double crochet. You may not need to count excessively like I am here on tutorial format, because I probably wouldn't if you can visually see the stitch work and where it goes. So put the 3 together and then 3 together before you go back up the other side. So 2 sets. And so this makes the crisscross look more standoffish. So pull through and then do your 8 going up. So if you don't have to count, which I'm not going to, but it's 8 going up, and you can just look and see where you think it needs to go. And if you want to double check once in a while, you can. So I'm looking for where the grouping of the 3 double crochet is, and I know that the last one of that group should be the should finish this section. So I got 2 more left. So there should technically be 8 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see that this is the one of that 3 into the same. So this will be 3 double crochet. And then starting the other side, 3 double crochet first, and then you're going to go 8 down, and then you'll put your 2 sets of single crochet 3 together, and then 8 back up, and etc. So please do this, and I will see you at the end of the row in just a moment. And coming up to the end of the row, there should be 8 going up. And if you can see it without having to count it, it's even better. But the very last one is the next one. So I have 8 going up. So the very last stitch will have 3 double crochet in there. So let's talk about the repeat pattern. It's going to be rows number 2 and 3. The pattern has the breakdown for the colors, and you can see that quite clearly. Now this has great texture work that you see here. So the one side here looks a lot better. So one side is more stronger in the texture, the side's more flat. So it's a really neat concept, and I think that you can have a lot of fun with this. So you can make this as big as you want to. You can change the size of the width and change the colors as often as you need to. This is the free pattern by Jeanne on behalf of the crochet crowd. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Want to know more? Hit that subscribe now.